Hi everyone, this is Amany Hacking. I'm an immigration attorney practicing out of our office in St. Louis, Missouri. So today I want to talk to you for just a couple minutes about an asylum case that we recently had, and it had to do with conversion. And so we have a number of these cases, and there's some things that are important to highlight as you're preparing for an asylum interview if you have an asylum case based on conversion from your particular faith to another faith. In this case, it happened to be Christianity. So if you've converted from, whether it's Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, whatever it is, to Christianity, what are some things that the officer might ask you that you need to kind of pay attention to? And it really applies to any kind of conversion. So, clients are surprised that officers are going to know quite a bit about your faith, the faith that you've left and the faith that you've converted to. So don't be surprised that they will have some general knowledge for sure, but even more specific knowledge, particularly about the region that you're in and what's going on in that region with respect to conversions or with respect to that religion. So, you need to be prepared for, why did you leave that faith? What brought you to that faith? Specifically, what are some things about Christianity, for instance, that made this religion attractive to you, so attractive to you that you were willing to change your religion and risk your life or your family's life to practice this religion? So that's a hard question, I think. Why would anybody do that? So you need to be prepared, it needs to be sincere, you need to be planning ahead so you're not surprised by questions like that, because you probably have thoughts and ideas and beliefs, of course strong beliefs, because that is probably why you converted, but what is it about that religion specifically that made it that you were drawn so much that you were willing to change your entire lifestyle and belief system? So be prepared for things like that. They may ask you specific questions about the text, specific questions about your practice, daily practice, weekly practice, what group practices you engage in. So, what is it about your life that makes you now someone who believes this faith? So at the end of the day, this asylum officer has to determine, are you being sincere? Is this belief a deeply felt belief? What is your knowledge and background and information to support that? And what would happen to you if you were to return to your home country with that new faith? So one, as a convert, and two, with a faith that maybe that's not protected in that native country or your native country. So, you need important background information, important data and country conditions, but also be able to tell your story and talk about why that faith is so important to you and why you converted and when you converted and where you converted and who was there. So this is your story. What is that story? How are you going to tell that story? How are you going to convince someone that if you were to return home that you would be persecuted because of that? So it's one thing to know your faith and know why you converted. I think it's slightly different to sit across the room from a stranger and maybe have an interpreter there and a lawyer there, and you might have the rest of your family, and all of a sudden you're in this confined space and now have to tell someone why you believe something different than how you were raised and how you were born. So you need to prepare, take your time, think diligently and thoughtfully about what you want to share and how you want to share it, be it in writing, also in the documents that you present, but also in your sworn statement and affidavit that you would prepare along with your asylum application. So all those things need to be consistent, they need to be convincing, they need to be sincere and clear. And so there's no substitute for giving additional thought and preparation and practicing how you're going to talk about these things before you get to the interview. So again, this is Amany Hacking. If you have any questions about anything that you've heard today, please contact us at 314-961-8200.